Hey, welcome to Fishing Talk Live here on Art's Place Fishing. This is show number 4. I want to thank all you guys for coming to the show, and hopefully we could, we build up this channel. This is something different. On YouTube, I don't see any fishing shows that do like the talk fishing. Have guests on and talk about gear, places to fish, and how to catch them. And plus, we have some special topics that we'd like to talk about. We like to talk about some of the unusual and exciting things that have happened in fishing for the week. I find what I call this fishing news. I'll find something interesting that we'll talk about that might interest you. And also we'll talk about Googan of the week. We'll talk about that and what Googan means, and I'll show you who the Googan is. It's a really old video, but I will show that a little later. So let's bring in hopefully he's going to be my co-host, but you've seen him around on all the other live streams, and including my drone channel. Let's welcome Uncle Bill. Welcome.
Howdy, howdy, friends and neighbors. Arg, ahoy, and all the other fishing jargon. How you doing, Artie?
I'm doing pretty good.
That sounds fishy to me.
Yeah.
I got to get all the dumb jokes out of the way right from the get. Yeah, I like the background. It's nice. Where's that from?
Well, the one that behind me, that's Faversham Park, which is just a half a mile from my house. And on the other background, that is Dalton Lake up in South Dakota when I went up to visit Ron Lockwood. So.
Oh, very cool. Very nice. Yeah.
That's where I caught the little tiny brook trout.
Well, that's okay. If you held it up, it probably looked pretty big. Ha ha! Sorry. Size is relative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. At least I didn't get skunked, which that's
right.
Good.
That's right. I get skunked all the time. All the time. It's called fishing, not catching.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yep. Sometimes.
Tell us a little bit about your boat behind you.
That's my boat. I think that was shortly after I painted it blue. It's it's aluminum. So that was a special. Now, you see, you know what? I should have prepped. And I think it's called Duralum. I forget now. It's a special paint made for aluminum boats. Painted straight on without primer. It's built all in there. Meant to stick to aluminum. I'll tell you what, it's been on there probably 3-4 years, and it looks great. So it was worth the money. And you can see I did a tan on the inside, blue and tan. I mean, I'm very boring, but it came out okay. That's got a 15-horse Johnson right there.
Okay.
My old Johnson.
Everybody's got to have a Johnson.
Yep. I'm very attached to mine. And that one is. It's an old one. I think it's in. What is it? 82. Yeah. 82. It doesn't matter. You just as long as the compression's there, everything will run forever.
Yeah.
And it does.
Yeah.
And it's there.
That's right. As long as it gets you around on the water, and you've been out there on the inland waterway there over by Stewart. And I've seen you out there with the Captain Ray Kelly.
Ray Kelly. I never took him right to the end, all the way down there, but I took him to the branch that goes up. That's called the North Fork of the St. Lucie River. Right. And that's we got close, but we didn't quite make it off. To make it there, you got to cross over a pretty large, which I've done. Because there's a place called Sailor's Return, which is a really good restaurant where you park your boat and get out and go eating like that. That's about an 8-mile run down the river. And this thing moves. I mean, I've clocked it with my GPS at 2021 with a little slight breeze to my back, but around 20 it gets,
Right.
which is pretty fast in a 14-foot aluminum boat, especially with my, shall we say, I'll just say slim, my slim butt, in the back of that thing with it nosing up. You need a little weight in the front to have good control, I put a plane on the back. Oh God, this something 200. It's a wide plane on which
Right.
helps control and steering and like that. And
Right.
I haven't got a lot of use in it. So here's the problem with having a boat. Great to have, but you got to plan, hook it up, take it down, be ready to spend the day. And there's so much going on. So little time left to myself, and I feel really bad because I've neglected it. It's been sitting. So I am going to clean that thing up and take it out. Impeller, I put a new impeller in it, and I've only used it like once or twice since then. But really, you should replace them every year, they say. But we'll see. I think it's okay.
Right.
Because I do the work myself, obviously. It's very hard to find somebody to work on the smaller motors.
Right.
Because you could replace the motor sometimes for what they want to charge to fix them.
Right.
If you buy a used motor, But like I said, it gets me around just fine. It used to have. Look at that vintage.
Oh, you mean the trolling motor?
Trolling motor, yeah. You see my little. I mean, that's meant for the stern, but I jury rigged that. There's a block of wood under there, and then they clamped it on there and did a towel to keep it from messing the paint up, underneath it. So he could sit in the front and pull the boat instead of.
Right. There you go.
Yeah. It died though.
Oh.
Died. I have to get another one.
Yeah.
But anyway, it works just fine.
Well,
it's great for.
Just go garage sailing. Maybe you'll find one, and you'll probably find them quite a few in Florida.
It's not a heavy boat. The problem is if you want something that it's going to last in brackish water, because the river's brackish, so there's some salt. If you go, they're a little more expensive,
right?
Because they're allegedly, for saltwater. I mean, but if you just take care of it, make sure you clean it out every time you use it, you can get away with the freshwater one, and those you can get around $120. Not a big deal. Yeah, it's not for moving the boat. It's for, I mean, it is, but just for positioning,
right?
But I can get that. This thing's running beautiful, so it was last time I ran it. I'll have to give it a shot. I can be pretty accurate with that, at slow speeds. But this is even better. And a piece of cake just moving around. But anyway, look at this. We got some turnout here. We got Maddie and Brett.
Yes, we do. We got Maddie.
Steve.
We got Brett, Steve,
Rob.
Yeah, and Rob. Yeah.
Oh, look, it's the Australian
Dominic.
fisherman.
Yeah.
How come he's not in here?
Well, you know what? I'll send him a link. I think he's in.
He's in every stream known to man, so what?
Yeah. So Brett says he got his toffee. And I guess it melted into, but toasted. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, TJ's here. Good to see you.
TJ.
Good.
Hey, you know what I'll do? I'm going to stream this to my audience. Maybe we'll get some folks.
There you go. That'd be great. Thank you. Also, maybe I'll come down your way around September, right around Labor Day, maybe.
In September. Well, that sounds good. See, that's just it. If I started to allude to, getting it prepped. Plus, I like to run it to make sure it's not going to leave a strand. Run it, make sure it's pissing properly. Which I should talk because I don't usually piss properly. That it's going to be safe, and then that way, I do that all the day before, and in the morning of, I run it a little bit, then I dump the water. Cause I have an adapter to put on it, but I like putting it in a canister and letting it draw the water up instead of using the pressure from the line, which is kind of cheap. Anyway, long story short, if I know someone's going to be on the boat with me, then I will actually do all of this. If it's just me planning on doing it for myself, apparently I don't like myself enough to go through all that.
Yeah, or you could take the missus if she wants to go.
No,
she doesn't throw cigarette butts in
yeah, she's not big on it.
the.
She doesn't know how to swim. Probably the only Filipino on the planet doesn't know how to swim. She gets nervous out there.
What? Oh, that is weird.
Yeah, well,
All right, Maddie, you got a link. There you go.
Oh, talk about fish stories. Here we go.
So, yeah. So can you get that? How would you get from where you are to a canal? Would you have to trailer that to a location at a canal, or is there a way on the St. Lucie River where you get into one of the canal systems?
A canal. Uh, hmm. I don't know how I get into a canal. I don't know if there's any ramps into actual canals. Because
Right.
there's a canal right by my house over here. That'd be
Mm-hmm.
lovely, but they're not very deep. Although that does not draft very much.
Yeah.
Again, it does with me in it, but it doesn't draft very well. Very deep. But hmm. Let me get this started. Um, like I said, I've got launches 3 miles from the house,
Okay.
4 miles from the house, 6 miles from the house. There's plenty of launches to get on the North Fork. The North Fork I could take all the way down to Stewart, down to like I was talking about, into the inlet, and it can
Right.
you're right out to the ocean if you want. I mean, there's a video on my channel, UncleBillsToys.com. There's a no Uncle Bill's Toys. There's a video of my first run, and that was right by. I actually, but that I launched it there, because that's a different side of the river. Anyway, I launched right by where we have the drone meetup, South Florida drone meetup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
and ran it up and down there. It's fairly deep there, and it gets you a little choppy, but it's still fun. And there's fish there.
Mm-hmm.
And they know how to. Apparently, they know how to avoid me. I could slide that boat right down a bank. No, Art, that's not hard. It's not that light. It's not that light. I mean, that's a 1960 some, I forget, 66. I mean, they made it a little thicker back then, which is a good thing.
Right.
Plus, it's got, you can see, it's actually got, like, I think somebody turned it into a bass boat once upon a time years ago.
Right.
And it's,
Cool.
yeah, it's light enough and it moves.
Hey, we got Jim Beauchart.
The Bosch. They got good fishing in Canada, I hear.
Yes, they do. I've done some fishing in Canada.
Have you? I've never been to
Yep.
Canada. How was it?
Yep. It was fun. I think the last time I went to fishing in Canada was around 1990.
Ooh.
I met a couple down in Aruba, and they invited me up to their place, and I stayed with them for about a week or two. And where they live is in Peterborough, Ontario. Jim probably knows where that is. And there's a bunch of canals that go up to Lake Huron from there. And I got to go fishing in the canals and caught some pretty good sized smallmouth bass out of there. And yeah, so I've done some fishing
On Port
there.
St. Lucie, we have a lot of canals behind our homes. Like I said,
Right.
there's one right near me. But as far as direct access to it with boats, I'm not sure you can even put gas in them. I'm not sure. Now, up by where my dad lives, of St. Cloud, Kissimmee, St. Cloud, that area.
Right.
There's a series of different canals that connect a string of lakes up there, and I've been on boats up there, and that's
Mm-hmm.
and there's good fishing up there too. But anyway, but just not so much here.
Hey, we got Ken from Places Here.
Hi, Kenny.
Welcome, Ken. He's over on your channel.
I see that.
Yeah.
So is Jim.
Oh, okay. Cool. So, oh wow, we got 9 people in.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty darn good for this channel. So hopefully we could get the word out and grow this channel, and because all I need is build up my watch hours, and I can monetize this channel.
Rob Supremo, or Supreme 3, I went fishing on the Hudson River a couple of days ago. No luck, though. When I was a kid, we used to fish over by the Englewood Cliffs from the Jersey side into the Hudson River, and we always came home with fish. We would catch tom cods. We call them Tommy cods, but they're tom cods. We would always catch a bunch of those. We'd catch some eel, and we'd take them home. My grandfather used to barbecue them in the backyard. My Italian grandfather, he would... some puffer fish, and we throw crab nets in. So good crabbing back then. Now, of course, we're talking 50 years ago or more. Actually.
Yeah, that was probably when they started cleaning up the place.
Well, back then it wasn't so bad. It got dirty after that.
Oh, it did? Oh, I did not know that. We got Michael's drone and RC. Welcome, welcome.
But the Hudson was always good. I caught a striped bass out of there.
Yep. Oh, nice. Yep. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't legal. But I was 10. So they let me keep. They said, keep it, hide it. I mean, it was big for me. I mean, it was, but it wasn't quite legal.
Yeah. Well, here in Colorado, we have what are called wipers, which is a hybrid of striped bass and white bass.
A wiper?
And they look just like a striped bass, but the way you could tell it's a hybrid is, cough that. On a striper, you notice that the lines going, the vertical lines are all in a row. With the hybrid, there'll be like a hiccup in the line.
Oh, they're horizontal lines, but that's
horizontal line.
So they have hiccups.
Yeah, to where the line will, it'll jump up a little and they'll go straight.
Like a heartbeat.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Never heard of those.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In New York, they got wipers too. They'll come up with newspaper, clean your windshield off.
Yeah. Yep. That's
give them $1.
So
make you holler. Get off my windshield with that filthy, you bastard. I'm sorry. Continue.
Captain Ray, he's out there on Long Island, so he could probably tell us some fish stories if I could get him on the show. And who else? Oh, Darcicle's boyfriend is from Long Island.
I see. Oh, you actually went fishing in a boat. See, he's fancy. I mean, when we were we were kids, and my dad was a truck driver with a wife and 3 kids. I mean, he'd just drive us there, and we just, cast from the shore. Well, actually, it was called shore, but there was like railing there and concrete. I don't know where that was. Someday I'm going to find out and go there and see what gangs are hanging out there now. We used to use the sand crawlers. Is that what they call them? They're ugly, fat. They had, if you pinch their heads, these black pinchers used to come out.
Oh, they're called bloodworms.
Oh, I don't think we called them bloodworms. I thought were little red things. But anyway, redworms. They would bleed like crazy because you'd break them in half, and they would get some nerve in them. They'd bleed all over you. Yeah,
they use them down in Florida as well. Yep. Hey, we got
super sticker.
Yeah, Marcel
on my channel.
Welcome. Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you, Marcel. He's the best. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, Marcel, we're actually on Art's channel, so we're the only Artie and the only ones that could actually see that. But I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've made $38 on that channel so far this month. I haven't made anything. You got to make 100. That's okay. But I appreciate everybody supporting my silly little channel. Yeah. And it wouldn't be where it is without you, Art. And you and Alexis, anyway.
Yep.
With our Filipino friend.
Sarita.
Yep.
God
bless
them
him.
a shout out. They're the ones that got me up over 500 on this channel, and on my conservative talk show channel, I'm closing in on 500 there. Yep.
See, he doesn't see you live because he doesn't know about Art's Place Fishing Channel.
Right. Yes. Go subscribe. Be a subscriber. And
There's the link.
So
anyway.
yeah. Oh, and another thing, I'm gonna do giveaways on this channel as well, where I'm gonna give away what I call mystery boxes, small bots. They'll have some fishing gear in it, like lures and hooks and I don't know.
You're gonna give that away?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. So, hey, we got Jody drone shots.
Jody. Where's Jody at? Jody's on my channel too. All right, anybody who's on my channel, just to be clear, we're on Art's Place Fishing Channel.
Mm-hmm.
Fishing Live Talk, and I appreciate your support, popping in my channel, of course, 100%. If you'd like to come over and say hi to everybody, we got some folks over here. This co-hosting thing's weird. It's just too bad it doesn't coalesce into the one chat. I'm pointing over here because that's where it is on my screen, my setup.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It's still dropped like Art's Place Fishing Channel. Well, that's because I stole the name of his channel. I put it there. You got it. Kenny's here too. All right, they're abandoning my channel. There goes my watch hours. That's all right.
Awesome.
Let me see.
So let's talk about something interesting I found. We're going to go into fishing news. So I'm going to show you something that was pretty awesome.
Excellent.
And it's right in your neck of the woods, Bill. Somebody caught a 13-foot adult female sawfish.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look
And
at the schnoz on that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are a protective species down there in Florida. And so when you catch one, you're, kind of like the Goliath grouper. You're supposed to not even really take it out of the water. You're supposed to unhook it and then let it go. Yeah.
A Goliath grouper? Yeah, try taking one of those out of the water. The size of a Volkswagen Beetle. Hey, why don't you maximize? See where it says view full gallery? Why don't you maximize that?
There we go.
No. At the bottom of the picture. Look at the picture itself.
Oh, okay.
See where it's got the 4 arrows? No, not the girl. She's cute, but not the girl. No, it says 5 photos. It's a picture of the fish. It says view full gallery. So all right, that's good.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Cool. Oh, wow.
You get to ride on it. Is that legal?
Wow.
Huh. Wow. Did you ever see houses on stilts? Probably caught this guy vandalizing them, cutting them down.
Interesting.
I don't know. What's that a picture of? Is that a crab?
Oh, no, this was picture 5. I think they're pulling up anchor or something. Anyway, so that we're going to be showing cool stuff like that and talking about I thought that was interesting. I saw it a few days ago and I thought, hey, that'd be pretty cool topic to talk about. Rob wants to know how you unhook it without getting stabbed. Well, as you saw, they rolled over the fish. And he was probably pretty darn tired by then. They just take a pair of pliers and pull that hook out, or they get one of those like bolt cutters, and they just break the hook.
I like Kenny's attitude. Screw Bill, let's go, Art. Nice. Nice. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Anyway, yeah. I don't know. Are those sharp? Those. I mean, does that just look that way?
Yes, they are. What the sawfish do is when they're tracking their prey, they use that saw kind of like a billfish would to catch fish.
A billfish?
Yeah, a billfish. Like a swordfish or a marlin or sailfish, where they use their bill to stun the fish and then eat it. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. What if he gets something stuck out there? Well, then what is he going to do? Be hanging out there forever?
Yeah. So I want to find out where this fish was. Oh, Cedar Key. Okay. That's right.
Mr. B Outdoor, Mr. B Outdoors Adventures. I hit my channel. How you doing, bud?
Hey,
Saying hi to
Mr.
you,
B. Good to see you. Mm-hmm.
We're at Art's place.
Art's Place Fishing. Come on over. The water is fine. Oh, speaking of water, the water in your area, it has reached 100 degrees. Now, how is that? How is it affecting the fishing? Or you probably don't do.
I haven't been. I'm going to have to now.
Yeah.
See, because you know what? The fish, you pull it out of the water, it's half cooked for you.
There you go.
Saves you time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Artie, Maddie, he likes the word crappie.
Crappie. They are a delicious fish to eat.
They're very popular fish. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
You
guys.
go out on Lake Okeechobee and catch, saucer-shaped crappie. They'll fill up your whole dinner plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how big they get.
How was your fishing today, crappie? There's actually a place that's got a ton of tilapia in it, which I'd like to go hit up. It's up by my dad's, and it's like known, kind of known, and they're easy to catch too. A small hook, you can put anything on there. Bread.
Yep.
It's a corn because they got little mouth, and I want to do that a little bit. I do want to hit the shore, and I still haven't broken in that pole my wife got me for my birthday.
Oh yeah. I just saw a video that Darcissel Offshore just did about surf fishing, and you don't need a big honking fishing rod. All you have to do is just get your line out to that first trough, and you'll catch whiting and croaker out there.
Yeah, but there's something satisfying about swinging a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I have a 10-foot
ugly stick.
Yeah, ugly stick with a Shakespeare 65 on it, and that's I forget what that combo is called. It's not real expensive, but it's pretty good, And I don't even have line on it yet. It's been sitting there since April. I really want to. I want to take it. I have that. I got this 7. I've been using this 7 for mostly everything.
Right.
I like.
Yep. Put a 30-pound braided line on that. That'd be good. Yep.
Well, I've got 30-pound line, but it's not braided. I've got some.
Well, if you got it, go put it on there, and if you want to, catch some fish that need a lighter leader, get like a 6-foot leader of maybe 15, 20 pound. Put that on there, and yeah.
I have this red monofilament. It's some kind of Louisiana something or other. But That's what's on my 7 foot. And sometimes I take that on a Lady Stewart when we go out if I feel like using my own pole because I like open face. Uh,
Yeah, I like spinning rods. Yep.
I do. I just do. Only because I grew up learning how to fish on those. Of course, when we were
Yep.
kids, they were push button Zebcos.
Yeah.
But if I want to
That's
put
what I started on.
I want to throw it,
Zebcos and Shakespeare.
but I do have one. I do have a 6 footer with a closed face, a push button that I got because when my son doesn't fish a lot, and he was in town, and I bought it for him and for my wife to use. That's in the shed back there, and I've got a 5.5 foot with an open face that I take on the boat. It's something a little smaller, you know, and I should grab myself a 4, somewhere just for dropping it over the edge,
Yeah.
but it's easier to handle. Like I
Right.
said, usually the 7 I use.
Oh,
What a
Maddie say he was raised on king poles. Huh?
cool.
Yep.
And they raised you up how high? On a cane. I've never used a cane pole. I've thrown straight line in the water. Harvey's Lake. Harvey's Lake is the biggest natural lake in Pennsylvania. It's a glacier lake. It's incredibly deep. It's also the largest lake by volume in Pennsylvania because of how deep it is, maybe 110,
Oh, wow.
115 feet deep. And I mean the biggest lakes, of course, are the. I don't know if you count Lake Erie, because it's also borders Canada, but freshwater lake, Harvey's Lake, and they just stocked it with trout for the upcoming season. And we were starving because we were broke young guys, and we didn't want our poles to be taken away because we weren't supposed to be fishing yet. And just threw some lines and some hooks and some bread into the water and we pulled trout out like out of a barrel. It was awesome. What a great dinner we had.
Hmm.
Don't tell anybody I did that. That's some shame. I'm ashamed.
Mm. Yeah, fishing reels, fishing gear has gotten expensive lately.
Oh, Shimano's
Uh,
good. I mean, it's good stuff.
yeah, Shimano's. Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, yep. At least it was when I was, I don't know.
Yep.
Kite fishing. Yeah.
Yep.
How do you catch them? You throw it up in the air?
So
Yeah.
let's see. I've done fishing in the Bahamas. I've done some deep sea fishing in Aruba. Went out
Jamaica?
on a party boat in Florida there, and then I went on a party boat in North Carolina. Uh, Done some river fishing in North Carolina, and I fished a little lake in Carrollton, Georgia, which is right near the Alabama border. Caught a few sunfish there. Where else? God, there's a great big lake in Florida that's near Orlando. Back when I was doing stand-up comedy,
Tahapakaliga?
I
Lake Toho? Tahapakaliga?
no, I think it's Lake Johnson or something like that.
Well, we got a
They
Big Johnson in Florida. I know what you're talking. Johnson? I haven't been there.
Yeah. I anyway, I did a show for disabled American veterans, and I got to go to one of their fishing tournaments, and I caught some of the biggest bluegill I had ever caught. I mean, like 8 to 10 inches long and bigger. I'm like, oh, holy crap, these!
Most people from
And
Texas originally.
I caught a pickerel down there in Florida. Those are fun. Yep.
Like a freshwater
And
barracuda.
yep.
Caught a barracuda. Cut a couple barracuda in my life.
Yep, I think I've caught some barracuda in the Bahamas and Aruba. Let's see, where else? Oh, I went fishing in the Philippines, didn't catch anything. Hopefully, next time I go, I will do some fishing in Palawan, and should catch a whole bunch of different species there.
Kenny's saying Lake George. Was it Lake George?
I don't know. I'd have to let me look at a lake.
Mr. B, you caught my ex-wife. What, the barracuda? I hope not. We gaffed it.
Florida map. Okay.
Your ex-wife have a long snout and teeth like that? I wish. Yeah.
Oh,
See, this is almost like fishing. We're talking about catching fish, hanging out on dry land next to, so there's water here somewhere, and drinking. That's fishing. That's fishing right there.
there you go.
Yeah, they're a pain in the ass, barracuda. Yeah, they chase everything else away. They'll snap. You catch something half decent, they'll bite it in half on you when you're pulling it up over.
Well, and so will sharks too.
Caught a couple of sharks down here.
Yeah.
American something or others. I forget. They'll look them up. I forget what they're called. They only get about 3 feet long.
Yeah. I've never caught a shark at all. A shark or ray. I haven't caught those yet. So, what else? Okay, let's go into our next story. So what is a Googan? Do you know what a Googan is, Bill?
I've heard that term recently, but I don't.
Okay, let's get out the Urban Dictionary. Googan, a term is used by local fishermen to describe idiots on the water.
Oh
They
yeah,
are
I did know that.
dangerous, oblivious, and lack talent when operating boats, tying knots, choosing the correct fishing gear, and the like. A Googan might look capable and confident, but be careful around them. Their lack of knowledge, skills, and ability around water can disturb your day in any number of ways. Usually their confidence far outweighs their competence, and their ineptitude shows itself rather quickly.
I find it interesting
Words,
that the only person in the stream is me, and you're describing a Googan. What are you saying, Art? You fuck. Actually, I am new to saltwater fishing because I lived in Pennsylvania for 27 years, and most of the fishing I've done for the last several decades has been freshwater fishing, and it's been for trout and bass and sunnies and stuff like that. Small lakes. I had a boat up there too. I had another 14-foot, but it was fiberglass with a 40 on the back. And yeah, it was actually back then the old Evan routes. The only difference between a 40 and a 28 was the carb. So mine was apparently originally a 28, and they upgraded it. They could move, and I used to catch fish in it here and there, but drop the anchor, hang out, drop the line, get my thermos out, my coffee with a little bourbon, relax, enjoy the day.
Yeah. There you go.
With less of a chance of getting cancer from the sun up there.
Yeah, that's true.
And there was lakes nearby.
I want to show where is?
I got a video somewhere of you catching a turtle here.
Yeah.
On my gear. I think you were using my 7 that day, actually, now that I think about it.
Anyway, has anybody seen this? This is an old photo. This is like 4 or 5 years ago. But these idiots. Here they are, they're out fishing, minding their own business, and this boat comes upon them and runs over them.
Oh,
I
shit.
mean, crap, man. So let's see if I can. There's. Okay.
Hey! 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 Oh my God!
Holy shit.
Hey! 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 Oh my God!
See that small boat? I did not see it.
Wow.
You did.
Luckily, nobody got killed on.
It was a nice boat, and it wasn't even like it was that small. I did not see it.
Yeah.
It's just something
No.
about lawsuits there. I don't doubt it.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Loss of a boat, and I
Anybody get
mean,
hurt?
nobody got killed, but I imagine those folks probably got pretty beat up just jumping in the water and probably got knocked around from the boat.
See what Kenny says. They should have gotten out of the way. Yeah, the bigger boat has the right of way. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Wow. Wow.
Yep. So yeah. So you gotta watch out for dumbasses like that. So last week's Googan of the week was Brian, aka Puddin, from Darcizzle offshore, because, and this is just stupid shit that he did, was he was trying to help Darcy because her line got caught on the bottom. So you know that method where you hold the rod tight and then you take the line and you just kind of snap it to where the line will come up. Well, just as he snapped the line,
you just got to move upstream and pull it from the other direction. But yeah, I know that method, which almost never
well,
worked.
he let go of the pole and it went whoop right into the water. I mean, it was like a $400 setup they lost.
Well, that's what she gets for buying a $400 pole. Can you fish better with a $400 pole than you can with a $100 pole?
Yeah, that.
I mean, tell me the truth. What do you think? Seriously, do you have any $400 poles?
No, I don't.
Or even
I
rigs, combined rigs? How about 200?
Nope. I think the most expensive thing I had was that rod that what's his name? Who Rick Halbert gave me. That
My
was
7-footer came from Walmart.
Yeah.
I can't even think of the name of it. It's a Jarvis something or other, and it's great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe $100. Actually, even the ugly stick with that great big 65 Shakespeare on it was $90.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and
It'll last me
Kenny
20
does
years.
make a good point. The sensitivity is better.
We all know about sensitivity. What you're
Yeah.
thinking, rod? You know, yeah.
But the other Googan thing they did was they were out. They have what's called
$400 better.
ballyhoo net to catch live bait, and they had that out on the back of the boat, and you know it basically it's like a long funnel, and the fish just go in and they get trapped, and you just pull it in, and you got your bait fish. Well, he let go of the flipping rope, and the thing just boop right out in the water.
Yeah, sensitivity is better. Yeah, is it $400 better? So is it 4 times the price better?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think what ends up being sensitive is your butthole after you pull your wallet out and you pay for it. But that's
Yeah.
just me.
That's.
I mean, if it's super quality and it's going to last you till you die, but I'm in my 60s now, so I don't need to spend. How long am I going to last? Better materials, less maintenance, doesn't rust, whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lose gear. Okay.
Yep. That's what I'd fish with. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Got those off of Amazon. I've been fishing with those for several years now.
I can buy $400 pole. That'll be Christmas. I'll tell my honey. I want a $500. I want a $500 rod and reel setup, and I'll see if I catch more fish with it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and take it out on the party boat.
I want suggestions from the cast and characters here on my $500 rod and reel.
Mm-hmm.
Medium. I want a medium.
Medium tip. Yep.
Ooh. No, I don't much
And
size.
about a 40-pound test line on there.
Medium. You get about 2 ounce. Max out about 2 ounce.
Right.
Yeah. Because you could throw a 6 ounce on that ugly stick I got. I've never thrown. I've actually never casted a 6 ounce sinker.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I haven't done the big sport fishing. Maybe someday. Side sonar. And it's 2 words, side sonar. What about it?
Mm-hmm.
Later, asshole? What's the matter, Art?
Oh.
Night, Maddie. You're talking to Kenny. I have a phone on. I'm running up shit back there. It's nothing to me. Later, who's he talking to? Oh, he had to block somebody in the chat. I didn't see it. Was there somebody being a jerk in the chat? I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
No. I thought you were talking about the guy that sold you the $400 setup. No, I mean, I'd like to have a high quality rig. I could, he's already gone. Okay. But like I said, I've had, hell, what the hell is it? Jarvis. Somebody help me out in the chat. He's already gone. I've had to think for years, and I've never opened it up. I've never lubed it, and it works great, and I really should. I need to maintain my stuff better. The tip ended up breaking eventually, because again, it's not the highest quality. And I extended the life of the one I had. You know what I did? The tip broke, like the ring broke. So instead of just replacing the tip, which I recently did, by the way, it's got a brand new tip on it. Pretty easy to do, by the way. Have you ever done that? That'd be a good thing to do on the channel.
Yeah.
Replace the tip. You could buy a kit. You buy the tip. You heat it up. You take the old one off. You use a little like glue gun stuff. You put it on there, wrap it up. Anyway, I replaced the tip on it. But what I did for the longest time, and it worked great, was something that came to the top of my head. All the piece was still there. It just was broken, and it was I used it as it was, and it was hanging up the line. It was damaging line. I made some epoxy. And then I dipped the tip into the epoxy and took it out, and it dried like that. And it was a nice plastic. It was beautiful, and it lasted for at least 2 seasons like that.
Oh, cool!
But I just recently replaced it. I did not go to the doctor.
Oh,
I just
okay,
I just put a new tip on it for like $13 to kit. They sell different size tips. But you guys are hot shots. You probably just buy new.
Oh boy. Okay, somebody. Yeah. Okay, I guess we got spammed.
Did we?
2 red sprites. Well, thank you, Maddie, for catching that for me. Yeah.
Are you sure he's an asshole?
No, it was
Just not a
somebody.
jerk or a prick or a loser, asswipe,
Yeah. So
wanker.
when Maddie yeah, Maddie got him already. So I will send this to you.
What? What are you gonna give me?
I will forward that to you, and you can check it out.
What?
Yeah.
What? What are you gonna forward to me? God, I
Anyway,
really love
go
fishing.
ahead, check your messenger. I just sent it to you. Somebody making some shitty comments on the YouTube channel side. Yeah. So anyway, for what the heck? Let's do a giveaway here. Let's put in the chat hashtag mystery fishing bots. Let's see if I get.
Buddy, did you notice that I am not? Take a look. I just messaged on your channel. What color is my name?
Oh, you're not.
That's why I didn't see it.
Ah, okay. I thought I don't even see you in the chat.
I just last message entered.
Okay. Let me. God darn it.
I want managing.
What?
Give me managing.
There's
Or you can't go on my boat. I'm the one's going to have to get you in and out of that boat. Give me a break here. I was talking about when I took that boat to Sailor's Return in Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
It was an 8.5 mile trip down the North Fork until you got into the
Oh.
I'm gonna say bay.
All right, Billy.
Billy? I don't like that.
You
Anyway,
are now blue.
It's a beautiful restaurant, a beautiful marina, and you take your boat and you can park it right there, and they've got 100 and something feet of docking area where people can park their boats and go and eat. And it's not a cheap place; it's a good place. And I got a video on my channel about that too. And the funny thing is, standard moderator, you couldn't give me the advanced one.
Oh, hold on.
Can't now. They're gonna have to unmoderate me.
Okay, hold on.
So anyway, we pull into this marina, and we're surrounded by 40, 50, 60-foot boats. You know, it's just kind of she kind of place. And I pull in with that. You know, and the dock is like you have to climb up to get up to the boardwalk to get into the restaurant. So we sat in the restaurant, and I wanted to make sure that nobody stole my boat. So you couldn't see it. You could see the rope going from the piton from the cleat, which was at the top of the. You had to be there, I guess. It was pretty funny, but doesn't matter. I tipped well.
All right, Maddie, I'll do that. I'll make.
I demanded one when you moderated me, and you didn't do it anyway. I don't know. So anyway, it was kind of funny, just kind of cruising around and then pulling into that spot where the tenders on these boats were bigger than my boat. Parked there.
All right, we're up to 2 entries. Come on, folks.
I didn't even know you were doing this. Did you announce this?
Yes, I did.
What was that? I don't know why it's so long.
Well,
Hashtag
next time I'll say MFB. Next time.
mystery.
Mystery fishing box.
Mystery
We're up to 4.
fishing box. There.
Alrighty.
I could use some
We
tag.
got
What's in it? What are you giving away now? Re-describe it. Maybe you'll get more people.
fishing lures, hooks, gear, like
Like freshwater, saltwater, intermediate.
saltwater. I mean, we got Skip Miller. Welcome.
Hi, Skip. Oh, Grant. I missed your stay drunk. Hey, what about? Here's something to talk about too. What do you guys? How do you feel like Berkeley baits and the fake stuff?
Oh yeah, I use that just like fish bites. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, Berkeley's just one brand that I pulled out of my behind. But because I caught the nicest, I caught a beautiful cobia on that stuff. When I was on Lady, was it the Lady Stewart or the Fort Pierce lady? I think it was Lady Stewart. And it was legal. Got to take home a beautiful cobia, and I got it with a fake crab in the middle of the ocean, a little tiny crab. But those things stink, and the fish see it and they grab it. I always Berkeley is a cheaper fishing brand, but they work the same. Well, not the Berkeley rods. This is a bait I'm talking about, Maddie.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and draw. Let me clear some of the tabs here, and all right, ladies and gentlemen,
you don't want to give it a second. Maddie just entered. I don't think I was the only one that missed it. Artie, I don't mean to be a dick. Look, Rob just entered.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've had a Berkeley rod and reel many moons ago, but I don't remember whether I liked it or not. Because it was so long ago. I don't recall. It's probably still in Pennsylvania, my ex-wife's garage or basement.
Joe Blaylock, go ahead and enter hashtag mystery fishing bots.
Well, Joe's going to have to come over to your channel to do that.
Oh, okay.
Joe, we're over here. We're over here at. I'll put the link in.
Arts Place Fishing Channel.
Arts Place Fishing Channel. I just sent the link over.
Oh,
there's the link.
Thank you.
There's the link. I'm kind of fishing for people for you, Artie. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go.
See what I'm doing?
All right. Joe, put in hashtag mystery fishing bots, and I will get a small box, and I will fill it up with the fishing stuff.
There's Joe. Joe doesn't have.
There we go.
Joe doesn't have a wrench either.
All right, let's go ahead and draw.
Joe's a good man. And Grant, Mr. State Drunk doesn't have one. Skip Miller doesn't have one. Party.
Hold on. These are all new people. God.
Hey, as long as my face isn't on the screen, I'm going to go get another drink. If we're telling fishing stories, I got a drink.
All right, I'll wait until Bill gets back, and then we'll draw. Wow, we're up to 12. That's cool. That's about 3 times as many as last week. So yeah, I'll try to make it down there for Labor Day weekend. I might be able to. Then I could use my. Yeah, there you go, Lee. Are you okay? Cool. Use up my.
Oy.
My Delta miles. Build those up. Bill is back. All right. Let's go ahead and.
Nobody can see us, Artie. They don't know. They don't know if I came or left.
Huh. All right. Let's go ahead and draw.
Yeah, I don't see my name at all.
There it is. Rob Supreme 3.
That's
Let's see.
baloney. My name did not come up.
You just did right before Rob.
You're a liar. You're a fish house storyteller. Congratulations, Rob. I wouldn't have wanted to win anyway. I would have wanted. Wait, he's got a Beamer? Screw you, Rob. Good for you.
Congratulations, Rob. I believe you are Rob Sepulveda, and I've got your address right here. You are in
Just kidding.
Ossining, New York. Is that correct? Yeah.
Artie, you're really going to be here in September?
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna do the old Bill. I'm coming the night before, like you did the last time. What do you mean you got to work?
I've got the hours, so I could come down there and we'll do some fishing, and maybe I'll bring my my air too, and do.
Well,
some
if you
flying.
come, we will definitely take my boat out.
Okay.
There you
All
go.
right.
Now I'm going to have to clean it.
Well, folks, because I gotta get up. I'm going to work tomorrow. So thanks for coming. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we'll keep on doing this. Next week, I think I might go on an hour earlier because Kelly is doing his first Friday. So we'll think of something. So hey, thanks everybody for coming. You have a great weekend and keep on catching. Good night, y'all.
Good night. Adios.